For Eric J on Sports, I'm Eric J, and this is what I think. Shortly after the end of the Major League Baseball All-Star Game and All-Star Game festivities, talking heads on radio and television started in with the age-old question that gets asked year after year. Why are all-star caliber players willing to enter Major League Baseball's Home Run Derby, but are not willing to enter the NBA's Slam Dunk Contest? And they seem to address this question as if it's some big mystery why players aren't willing to do this. But since it is such a big mystery, I guess I will solve that mystery right here and give you the answer to why players will enter the Home Run Derby and not the Slam Dunk Contest. The first reason is simple. In order to enter the Home Run Derby for Major League Baseball's All-Star Weekend or All-Star festivities, you have to be an All-Star. They only accept players into the Home Run Derby who are on the All-Star roster because they don't want to have to fly in somebody special just to hit home runs, have that guy win the thing, and then not be around for the rest of the All-Star break. So, in order to enter the Home Run Derby, you have to be on the All-Star team. Occasionally they make exceptions if there's a young guy that's really, really good, and that happened this past year. But for the most part, if you're going to be in the Home Run Derby, you have to be an All-Star. The NBA doesn't do this with the Slam Dunk Contest. They used to just ask the best dunkers in the league to enter, and most of the time those guys weren't All-Stars. And now, the roster for the Slam Dunk Contest is usually first and second year guys. And if the first or second year guy is playing in the All-Star game, he's not going to be in the Slam Dunk Contest. These are guys that may have the day before played in the Rising Stars rookie second year game and then turn around and enter the Slam Dunk Contest. But that's the first reason. The NBA doesn't use All-Stars, doesn't require All-Stars like MLB does with the Home Run Derby. But here's the real reason why stars don't enter. The real reason is there's nothing to gain. Let me explain. If you enter the Home Run Derby and you do well, whether you win or lose, you will be seen as one of the best home run hitters in baseball. Being one of the best home run hitters in baseball is a valuable commodity. You are increasing your personal value because you are very, very good to great at a marketable skill that is essential to success in your sport. Hitting home runs is essential to success. It'd be just as if Major League Baseball had a strike throwing competition for pitchers, or had a catching and throwing the ball to home plate from the outfield competition, or had a base stealing competition, or something along those lines. Turning a double play, making the throw and making the pivot. Any of those essential, vital skills that are necessary to winning games in baseball. If you're very good at it, to great at it, even if you're not the best at it, if you're second or third best, that's still enough to increase your market value. It's the same as if you were entered the three-point contest or the skills competition during All-Star Weekend. The three-point contest shows that you're a very good shooter. And even if you do well, whether or not you win, being one of the best three-point shooters in the league means that you have a marketable skill that is vitally essential to the outcome of games in the National Basketball Association. So being the second best three-point shooter on your team makes you valuable if your team is not able to sign the best three-point shooter in the league. Being the second best three-point shooter means maybe you're $1 million less than the other guy, but $1 million less could be the difference between $31 million a year and $30 million a year in the NBA. So if you're one of the best, that makes you valuable. If you're one of the best ball handlers, passers, shooters in the league to where you enter the skills competition and do well, that makes you valuable. Because passing and making free throws and hitting three-pointers and making layups are all marketable skills that are essential to the outcome of games. A slam dunk is not essential to the outcome of a game. Being the best slam dunker in the league may be good for ESPN and SportsCenter, may be good for Instagram and Twitter, but it is not a marketable skill that is essential to the outcome of games. You have never, ever, ever seen a slam dunk decide a game. Yeah, maybe there's an instance where a guy comes down the court in the last 3 seconds and he's able to get all the way to the basket and he dunks the ball before the buzzer runs out. Yes, that happens. But he could just have made a layup also. He could just have made a 3-footer. Also, he could have made a hook shot or shot it from the free throw line and got the same 2 points and won the game. He dunked it because a dunk shot is a high percentage shot. But he didn't need to dunk it. He could have shot a layup. If he were under 6 feet, if he were 5'9", like Muggsy Bogues or Spud Webb or Calvin Murphy or somebody like that, 5'9", 5'10", he would have shot a layup. Isaiah Thomas would have shot a layup. Steph Curry would have shot a layup. In a lot of instances, Magic Johnson at 6'9" would have shot a layup. Vlade Divac at 7'1" would have shot a layup. But the ball would go in and they'd win the game. So being able to dunk and being able to dunk behind your back and being able to do a 360 dunk is not a marketable skill that's valuable to your career, like the 3-point contest or the home run derby is to their sports. That's why the stars don't enter, because it won't help them to make money. And looking at that, losing in the slam dunk contest might cost them money, because a guy who's considered great, a guy who's considered outstanding in basketball, suddenly enters a contest, a basketball contest, and loses, even if it's just a slam dunk contest. That could be costly. You could endure a lot of backlash on social media, and it might cost you millions of dollars just because you're not the best at everything in basketball. So why enter? Why would it be necessary for stars to enter the slam dunk contest? Because there's nothing they have to gain. If you're already a $30, $35, $40 million a year guy, you've got nothing to gain by winning, and you've got a lot to lose by losing. Entering a 3-point contest is different, because the better you do at that, the more money you could make. Steph Curry has won that thing. Klay Thompson has won that thing. They're considered the 2 best shooters in the league. Being the best shooter in the league is valuable. Being the best dunker in the league is just for social media and SportsCenter. So the stars aren't going to enter the slam dunk contest because they've got nothing to gain from winning, and it does nothing for your career. It didn't help Michael. It didn't help Dominique. It didn't help Spud. It didn't help Nate Robinson. It did not help Dwight Howard. Aaron Gordon, Zach LaVine, none of these guys have benefited by being slam dunk champion. But having a guy go out in the home run derby and hit 42 home runs in a single round, even if he doesn't overall win the thing, people are looking at him going, this guy is a good hitter. He has home run power and he's consistent with it. I want him on my team at whatever the cost. That's why the stars don't enter the slam dunk contest. There's no value in winning. There's no value in not winning. It's not like the 3-point shootout or the home run derby. So if you're wondering why they won't enter, now you know. Remember to like and share this video and to subscribe to this channel, and visit the new Eric J. on Sports website, and follow me on Facebook at Eric J. on Sports 1 and on Instagram and Twitter at Eric J. on Sports. And for Eric J. on Sports, I'm Eric J., and this is what I think.